Pirates are griefers and griefers are pirates, then they both suck and I hate them all.
You're being pirated by Chaos Squad.
Uh-oh.
You're being pirated.
Fired
What
upon.
by who?
Yo ho! I'm Captain Dirty, and I'm here today with a pirate service announcement for everyone. Recently, a couple members of Chaos Squad encountered a cargo hauler that had a caterpillar full of cargo sitting inside of an armistice zone. After waiting for a little while and seeing no activity, our pirates concluded that the ship had been abandoned and proceeded to use a fury to break into the ship and steal. Shortly afterwards, they began to notice some messages in general chat, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at those now. So I've highlighted the Paladin's messages here for everyone, and I'm just going to go ahead and read them off. I was taking screens of you ramming with the Fury in Armistice. By the way, up to you though. You can just send me the 5 mil and I won't have any reason to report. He goes on to say, okay, Pariah and Dr. Strangelove, I got the report in, but I'm curious about the 6 other times I have done it. I never hear back, so let me know what happens. Not being snarky, they just always say they can't tell me the results because it involves other players. So, just to break that down, this player, the Paladin, had set up their caterpillar full of cargo inside an armistice zone and then waited nearby out of sight until some pirates came along, broke into it, and stole it. Then, they decided that they would try to extort pirates for 5 million in-game credits so that the Paladin would not report the pirates. Now, Micro knows that this tactic is legal, and we have been doing it for years and have not really caught any flack from CIG for doing that. So they basically laughed it off. However, one of our other members caught wind of this and decided that they would put in a ticket with CIG, and CIG actually responded with something that I thought was pretty interesting and wanted to share with everyone. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. We used a Fury to break into a trader's ship since he was seemingly nowhere to be found. Apparently, he was hiding, just watching us, then decided the real game was in the reports. I don't think that using this system is a proper manner to fight back against pirates, but felt it prudent to ask. Is forcibly entering a ship while in armistice acceptable gameplay? He apparently does these reports a lot as well. Thanks, guys. So CIG gives the kind of typical response when you filed any kind of report against another player. They say, thank you for bringing this to our attention. We do take all reports regarding in-game player behavior seriously and investigate accordingly. We appreciate the evidence provided. This is now being reviewed by our team. As this involves another player's account, we will not be able to provide updates to you on this specific case. But please know we're actively looking into this situation. If there is any additional information, please feel free to reply to this email. So, we follow up. Sorry to bother you further, but I am just requesting confirmation that forcibly entering someone's ship, as long as they are not on a spawnable pad, regardless of armistice zone, is in fact legitimate gameplay. If it's easy to do so as well, could you also confirm that weaponizing the report system is also an abuse of game systems? And may I please use this email thread to amend the rules in which my org follows, as well as make public your answers. CIG responds again, and they say, attempting to / succeeding in gaining control of a ship, regardless of where it occurs, equals piracy. The crime/law system isn't perfect right now and will be getting improvements as the game comes along, but theft/piracy is not a reportable offense. As for weaponizing reporting, there's no such thing. All reports are reviewed and vetted before any action is taken. We do not blindly follow reports, and most people who say reported don't even follow through. Players that are found to be abusing the support system to ticket in and report players may find themselves in trouble too, but rest assured all reports are reviewed. I'm leaving the name blank. This is Game Support Specialist from RSI. So, what does this mean? There are two big takeaways here. The first one is this seems to be very clear confirmation that using a ship inside of an armistice zone to ram another ship open is not a reportable offense. So it doesn't seem to matter if they're in the air or on a pad or next to the pad. I think as long as you can't spawn a ship on the pad and they're anywhere else, they're free game. But I would still avoid the Platinum Bay pads, even though you're not really going to find cargo ships sitting on that, so it doesn't really matter, right? Now for the second part. As for weaponizing reporting, there's no such thing. I disagree with that. I do think there's a contingent of players that are using the report system to threaten and bully other players, namely PvP-oriented players, into playing the game in a way that is consistent with the PvE players' ideals. I've been seeing a lot of it, actually, in the last few weeks. This is just another example. Now, a little bit further down, they say that players that are found to be abusing the support system to ticket in and report players may find themselves in trouble too. And this, I think, is probably the most interesting part of this message. This is confirmation that they are considering people who are falsely reporting other players and, piling on report ticket after report ticket and bogging the game developers down and the support specialists down with these nonsense, reports. This is considered a violation, and I doubt these folks are going to get banned outright, but I'm sure they're getting warnings and possibly even suspensions if they're continuing to behave in that manner. So I think that this is good news. I think, first of all, clarifying the rules about what is and is not allowed inside the armistice zone is important and good for both the pirates and the Care Bears. We all know now where the line is, so thank you to this support specialist. I appreciate it. I know a lot of other people will also.